Hello, John Bloodworth, Gentleman Crafter here again with another video containing a card layout idea for you. Very simple one this week, and I will show you very shortly which one it's going to be. It's going to be the one on the left, as you've already seen, and it's got 5 strips on a simple background. Now, that's obviously a very simple layout, but we can obviously embellish that as well. I'm going to be using the Free Spirit papers from first edition, and there's a whole stack of these 8x8 papers with glorious different patterns and colours and all sorts on them. So I should get a few videos out of these. The 3 this week will be from this pad, but I probably will return to it in the near future. Okay, so I chose these 2 sheets from the pad and collected together some embellishments. I also put some glittery washi tape on some card, which I'm going to die cut in a while. Hand cut out these 2 embellishments, and then I started cutting things down to size. If you'd like the exact dimensions of each piece that goes into this layout, please head over to my blog gentlemancrafter.com, and you can download and print it out and store it however you want. Now, double-sided papers are fabulous because you can use either side, whichever inspires the most. I'm using a pearlescent ink pad, a Brilliance ink pad here, just to edge that paper to isolate it from the white background. Bookbinding glue again, as usual, because it dries quickly and doesn't warp the papers, at least in my experience. So, chopping down the strips now, and trying to remember what size they were. That's the beauty of having that little grid. You can just quickly remind yourself. Although with the ones that are on the blog, I actually type the dimensions into them, so it's a lot easier for you than it is for me. Not sure why I do that, but hey ho. So we're on the 10th card layout. Have you been watching the rest? What are you thinking of this series? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Remember, you can leave comments on both the blog and of course in the comments section on YouTube. So I'm just drawing a line that the top and bottom ones are going to go against, and this helps me get the first 2 lined up, and then from there I can eyeball it. Whenever I'm doing this kind of layering, I do like to take my time just to get the first couple of things straight, or at least one element of it in the position that I planned. Sometimes I go off piste, but most of the time I stick with it. Now, I actually thought that the banner at the top and the bottom was quite good, so I might save that for a future layout, maybe with something else going on in the middle. I'm turning the card around and the little papers around because I didn't want it to look like I'd just chopped up one strip of paper. I wanted that patterning scattered. There we go, there's the basics of it, the 5 strips. So time to sort out some of this embellishment. With the Good Vibes Only little floral embellishment, I'm just adding little dabs of glue to the points of the petals, and then I'm going to add some mini gems using this sticky pickup tool. A few people have asked about this in previous videos. It's basically just like a pen, but with a sticky nib. There's various different sorts out there available. Just do a Google search for a sticky pickup tool and you should find something. Especially as we're an international community, you hopefully should find something near you. Now, I'm sure I counted out these gems, but somehow I ended up missing one. I'm confident that it's probably on the floor, or perhaps in the neighbour's dog. Who knows? I don't. Okay, so I'm going to cut the bow from this cardstock, and this is one way of creatively using your washi tape, and that's just to stick it on card and then die cut it out. Sometimes washi tape can be low tack, so you could use a double-sided tape on there as well, just to get some extra adhesion. Most of the time though, I find that it kind of works, because when you press the edges with the die, it kind of gives some extra force to push that tape against the card. By the way, that's not real-time die cutting. I haven't got a light speed die cutting machine. I've just been editing this so you don't sit there watching a blank screen. Right, I've got some bits and pieces. Let's start putting things together. So I'll put those two together and the two smaller flowers together. Maybe a little shaping on those smaller flowers. Maybe shape the lot. Then a big fat gem right in the middle. Always works. Okay, so that panel is going to go in the center. Obviously this was hand cut from the paper pad, but if you've got a die cut panel or die cut panel shapes, feel free to use those, or just cut another piece of cardstock. Doesn't have to be exactly as I'm showing you. This is just to kickstart some inspiration and get things flowing again, because I know we've all got in a bit of a rut lately, having been stuck at home. And for anyone watching this in a few years' time, you might have forgotten. This is lockdown. It's probably why I'm getting so much more card making time. Okay, so with the top part of the bow, I'm just shaping it around a tool and then squishing it flat, and then securing the ends with the glue. Now, I did sit there for a while with my fingers prodded against those, so I edited that so I could come back and carry on. This bookbinding glue works with the glitter on the washi tape, so that's fine. And here I've just got foam pads on the center, the vertical center of that sentiment, as I wasn't 100% sure if they'd spill over the edges. I could have just checked, but you know how it goes. Sometimes you overthink things. Right, another gem in there, just at the bottom for an extra bit of bling. And then I was going to put the die cut leaves in with the flower there, but I thought they maybe were just a bit too much, so I just went with the flower instead. And there you have it, another card layout idea for you to try. I hope you've been enjoying these, and we'll come back again for the next one. Thanks for watching. That's it for this time. If you've enjoyed this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. And for more from me in the future, please remember to subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching.